Sometimes your partner thinking that you're cheating can be worse than the actual act itself. But before we get into it, give me the three freebies. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host for the Firm and Fair podcast, The Spencer Perspective, and we have work to do. Let's get to it. A link in the low bar so you're able to review this article for yourself on Reddit. But as you can see, take a look at my background. Things are a bit different. I'm moving along, making things happen in my current relationship, actually utilizing some of the lessons I put here. This is episode 89 out of 100. After 100, this series will be complete. If you're this far along, that means you're taking the idea of a relationship seriously, and I commend you. Let's take a look at this article. The title of this article is My 22 Female Boyfriend, 22 Male of 1.5 years Blocked Me Because He Thinks I'm Cheating. I had gone on a solo trip to another country where at a restaurant, I met an older man, restaurant manager from my same culture. Oops, sorry. All right. We had a friendly conversation, and he offered to drop me home as a taxi would be very expensive. I let my boyfriend know before I left with him, and he replied with, "You already agreed. What can I do?" I got dropped off home in 15 minutes and met up with some other female travelers for dinner. I didn't let him know I reached home. During dinner, I missed two of my boyfriend's calls within 2 hours as I didn't check my phone. I tried to call him back at the hotel shortly after, but he had blocked me from everything. I sent the message from another number explaining my confusion, no reply. I waited a week and called him anonymously today. He says I should know why I was blocked since I let a random man take me home and then went missing for hours after. I didn't cheat or do anything wrong. He didn't give me the chance to explain myself before blocking me. Also, moments before the blocking, we were talking about engagement and having a heart-to-heart. I feel blindsided and confused. I'm hurt that he didn't consider my safety as I was solo traveling. Just because I didn't answer the phone in 2 hours doesn't mean I was with another man. Anything could have happened to me. Is it reason enough to assume cheating and block someone you say you love? During the call today, I was very emotional and shocked, as it's worth trying to explain myself again or just let it be. A part of me recognized this isn't the relationship I deserve, considering other aspects too. All right, so even right now, as I record this, folks, we have two people typing. I'm going to highlight this right here. Two people are typing right now. So let's take a look at some of the comments. Cloud9Amy1217 says, "Is this about cheating, or is this about you having a history of making really poor choices?" Someone else said, "This is true, but it's an aside. The boyfriend doesn't seem worried about her safety, just her fidelity. Really poor choices aren't really related to safety. Putting yourself in questionable situations with thoughts of your partner will raise flags for anyone with an ounce of self-respect." The question the commenter raised was, "Is this the first time you've done absolutely brainy shit, or the straw that broke the camel's back? Maybe old Free's boyfriend was short-sighted by not considering the possibility she was in trouble, but fortunately he wasn't wrong." So I'll give you my take on it as far as being firm and fair. First off, in order to be firm and fair, I would say you have to be between the ages of 25, maybe 45. That's like the general dating range you want to be. I want to say 22 is too young to really be in a serious relationship in this day and age. Case in point, they've been together for a year and a half. She's already traveling without him. That's a big issue. Like, put it this way. I'm 34. My partner is 32, soon to be 33. She booked one trip before she met me, but it was with family. When we're together, we haven't even put in a year yet, and we already booked the trip together. You made it a year and a half without booking the trip with your partner together. So it doesn't seem like the relationship is as inclusive as you'd like for it to be. Also, his worries were truly, genuinely warranted. You told him that a random man that you never met before, wasn't an actual taxi driver, was taking you home to drop you off. Then you disappeared for 2 hours after the fact. You can tell from his response he wasn't too happy. So by missing those two calls, that means that you didn't even prioritize staying in contact with your boyfriend. This seems like I'm not too sure what the actual true story is. There's always three sides: your side, his, and the truth. But from everything that you wrote, you didn't make the right decisions leading up to the fact that he blocked you. Do you think they would have blocked you if you would have actually answered the phone the first time? If you would have answered the phone the second time? You took too long in maintaining contact. You're in a whole other country or wherever you're at, and you're traveling without your partner. If you're really in a relationship, why are you going to travel somewhere if it's not for work without your partner? That's always a question. Now, Someone did say he wasn't thinking about your safety. We have no idea about the nature of your relationship. We don't. But at the same time, his feelings need to be taken into consideration as well, too. He didn't like that, and you still did it. You put yourself in a questionable situation that jeopardized your relationship. Case in point, that's exactly what happened. You jeopardized the relationship, you played a foolish game, and this is what happened. Now, how do you think this would have played out if you would have told him, hey, I'm taking a taxi cab home, I'll give you a call when I arrive, or you just stay in contact with him? At least there's some connectivity there. You call someone, just close your eyes for a second. Hey, baby, I'm about to get into a random man's car. He's from my home country. He seems okay. He's like, I didn't like it, but you say you're gonna do it anyway, so I guess go forward, right? And then, in an attempt just to maintain contact with you, he probably calling to check up on you. He was probably worried about your safety. That first call, that probably was a safety check for sure. But that second call, after 2 hours, come on. How long does it take to get down with someone? So the thing is like, it's not really working out in your favor if this is really the case. You made a series of bad decisions. And also, you didn't make your boyfriend a part of the whole process. But there's a lesson for you to learn. You're both young. You kind of got this, all right? I'm sorry that it doesn't seem like the relationship worked out. But yeah, he just wanted to protect himself. Like, guys are scared these days. We're scared of trying to love a woman. Scared to get played. He thought he was getting played. And it's just a series of bad decisions. Hopefully, you do better. But that was a series of bad decisions that could have not happened. And we have two rules in our relationship. No unnecessary risks, no bullshit. Does it seem like you took some unnecessary risks and you actually encountered bullshit? This is a lesson. You're going to get better. I'm going to get it better. We all are. This is the From Fit Podcast, and I'm out.